How to do it. Let me show you how to do it.
Hi guys, so I have this 2014 Ford F150, and one of the issues that I'm running into in this particular vehicle, and this is a pretty kind of common issue that a lot of folks run into, is this guy right there, the wipers. As you can see, it's turned off, but every 10-15 seconds, the wiper just turn on its own. So in this video, we're going to be covering how to disassemble this and how do you fix this problem. I'm not going to be replacing this stock, but we're going to be actually fixing it. There's a lot of videos that shows how to fix that issue by replacing the stock, but in my case, I'm going to be taking this apart, and we're going to be trying to fix this actual part so you don't have to buy a new part. So stay tuned. Okay, so to remove this stock, we only need two types of tool. One is this one. This is a 732, if I believe. Yes, that's a 732. And you need this to remove the 3 screws. These are the screws that are holding this from the bottom. So these are the 3 screws that you really need to remove right below the steering wheel. And I already have them removed. And then you have, what you need is a T10, and a T is something like this. These are the 2 screws, T10, that are holding this stock. So in this 2014, they are right here. If you have a newer F150, might be on the side. But for you to get to this and open this, what you need to do is you need to be able to move your steering wheel. So you may want to start the car so you can maneuver it. Now, if you notice over here, since I did like this, you can see this notch right there. So you have to really pop the 2 covers open, because once you remove the screws, they're joined together, and you really have to open it up to get into there. And what you can do, you can take a flathead screwdriver and kind of pinch it right in there and wiggle it, and it should come open right from one side. And then you need to do the same thing on the other side, but of course you have to move the steering wheel to get access to that. So once you kind of pry this open, you will be exposed to this stock right there. And now for you to remove it, all you have to do is just kind of wiggle it out, and it just comes right out. There you go. So now it's completely out, and here you can see there's a lot of gunk. This is like the thermal paste, and this is what's causing all that issue. So see right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean this crap really good, and I'm gonna take a brush and some alcohol and try to clean all this out and wipe it with a towel, and get as much gunk out as possible so you can get all this clean. Because I'm highly suspected that this is what's shorting some of these pins and causing this issue. So let's go ahead and clean this with a toothbrush and some alcohol. Okay, so what I'm using is 91% alcohol. If you have 70%, I wouldn't recommend using that. Try to use like the purest alcohol possible. So I'm using 91%. Got some towel, paper towel, and got a new toothbrush to make sure it's nice and clean. And then what I'm going to do is dip that in there and try to brush that off and kind of wipe it off around the same time. As you can see at the very bottom, how it's kind of trickling down. And try to clean it as much as possible. And you may want to use some Q-tips or something. So let me go ahead and clean this. Okay, so here you can see I kind of cleaned it as best as I could. What I did was I poured some in its cap and just used a brush. I also cleaned the pins right there. And another thing, I'm just going a level extra, is I removed the screws and just look inside. And these are the pins, for your blinker and stuff. So while you're in there, might as well just clean it, and I think there's some gunk. I can already see some liquid, that golden part is the grease, but you can see on this side right there, see that gunk, you know, and this could be causing some issues, you know. It's not supposed to be like that. As you can see, you know, there's a lot of gunk, you know. Even on this side right there, you can see some oily stuff. So these can cause issues, and can be the reason or the culprit for it acting kind of shady. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean all that, and I don't want to wipe the grease off of this because you need that grease for it to function properly, but I'm definitely gonna clean that gunk. Okay, so all that is cleaned out, the gunk. Anyways, so you can see I did clean up the board with that oily substance. You know, I left the grease on there because you do need that grease again. And that's pretty much it. I have some over here, but I don't think it's gonna matter, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean that anyways. So we'll put that baby up. I'm not gonna open it anymore because the rest of the stuff is more like mechanical, and this is the only electrical part. So let me go ahead and put those screws back in, put some thermal paste, and put this thing back on and see if it works good. Okay, so I put this back on and put the screws back in. I don't want to button everything up. I do want to test it, so let's go ahead and put the key in the ignition. Now, before, when I used to start the car, it used to come on. Let's. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this off. And it's off right now, so it shouldn't really come on. Now let's see. Okay, seems like it's not coming on, because by now it should be on. So it seems like that cleaning up and all the stuff that we did seems to be working. So I don't really need to buy a brand new stock. I saw a lot of videos where people were replacing the whole thing. So if you just do this cleaning and put everything back on, that seems to solve the issue. Okay, so I decided to do a drive run, and only because, you know, I don't want you guys to think that I just did testing, you know, while the car was parked and the engine was off. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this stock on, and you can see the wipers going on, and I turned it off. It's off right now, so you know that it's working and it's not going on its own like it was before. So you know, this thing was very annoying. I've been dealing with this for a while, and you know, I was gonna order a stock, but then kind of decided that, hey, let me just tear it apart, and worst case I can do is, hey, it's already broken, right? Nothing I can do to make it even worse. Worst case, I was just gonna purchase a new one and plug it in, but as you can see, when I opened it up, you know, there was a lot of gunk in there and some oily substance, you know, and pretty sure since there's a small circuit board, those circuit boards are very sensitive to any conductivity, right? So any oil or humidity, you know. One thing I noticed in my car that I didn't have that issue in the cold weather. It was mainly happening when it was hot. So I suspect that, like, you know, when the high humidity level, you know, it was more conductive, and it was causing the wipers to go on more in the humid climate. So since I'm in Florida, it's a lot humid, and that's what was causing it. But anyways, we cleaned it and put it back, exact same thing, and it's working good. So hopefully this video helps you guys. And as you can see, it never came on. It's been a while. So, you know, after a minute and 40 seconds, 50 seconds, you know, still off. So I'm kind of glad it worked, but hopefully this video helps you guys fix yours. And guys, if you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Thank you.